Orlando just hit 27 degrees this morning, while Juneau, Alaska is sitting at a comfortable 33. Your city might be colder than the Arctic right now, and what S coming this week is going to make today look mild. Over 33,000 people across Florida woke up without power this morning. The grid is buckling under demand we haven't seen in decades. But here, what you need to know right now, this Arctic blast isn't leaving. It's digging in, and by midweek we were looking at another reinforcing shot of cold that could be even more intense than what you are feeling today. I need you to drop your location in the comments right now, because tomorrow I'm going to give you a personalized forecast for your specific city. The models are showing some wild disagreements about where the coldest air sets up later this week, and I want to make sure you know exactly what S headed your way. Let me give you the timing for the major cities. Atlanta, you are at 29 this morning, climbing only to 41 today, but Wednesday morning you could see low 20s again. Charlotte, 22 right now after that record-smashing 11 inches yesterday, and you are looking at upper teens Wednesday morning. Miami, you tied a 117-year-old record at 36 degrees. That is not a typo. 36 in Miami with wind chills in the mid-20s, and you are not warming up significantly until Thursday. The nor'easter that just crushed the Carolinas has officially bombed out over the Atlantic. Pressure dropped from 1,010 millibars Saturday morning to 983 millibars as of this morning. That rapid intensification happening right off our coast, and it's keeping the wind howling across the Outer Banks with gusts still hitting 50 miles per hour. But that storm is moving away. What I'm more concerned about is what setting up for the second week of February, and there is one detail in the latest model runs that nobody is talking about yet. I'll get to that around the 12-minute mark because you need to understand the overall pattern first. Let's talk about what happening right now across the southeast, because the impacts are still very much ongoing. Faust, North Carolina recorded 22.5 inches of snow. Charlotte Douglas Airport hit 11 inches, absolutely obliterating the January 31st record of 0.9 inches set back in 1948. That 11 inches ties for the fourth largest one-day snowfall in Charlotte's entire history. The Grand Strand in South Carolina got 8 inches in Myrtle Beach. Think about that. Myrtle Beach, where people go to escape winter. 8 inches of snow coating the sand where tourists were planning to walk barefoot just a few days ago. Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina saw 15 inches. Lakeview, South Carolina recorded 12. Raleigh-Durham spent the night with crews trying to clear runways. Charlotte Douglas had over 800 flights canceled yesterday alone, and they still struggling this morning. The ripple effects are hitting airports nationwide. Over 15,000 flight disruptions since Friday. And here's the compounding problem: even when the weather clears, it takes days for airlines to reposition aircraft and crews. We re-looking at delays continuing through Wednesday at minimum. Virginia got hammered too. Coburn picked up 9 inches. But it's not just the snow totals. It's the duration, the wind, the coastal flooding on top of it. The Outer Banks are dealing with 2 to 4 feet of water surging inland during high tide this morning. A house in Buxton collapsed into the ocean earlier today from the nor'easter fury. That makes 28 privately owned North Carolina beach homes that have fallen into the Atlantic since 2020. Now, I mentioned I'd talk about the setup for next week, but first let me address what happening over the next 72 hours, because you need to prepare for this. The cold isn't budging. We get a brief moderation Tuesday into Wednesday for the southeast, but it is short-lived. Jacksonville, you are at 31 this morning. Tuesday, you will climb to the low 50s, which will feel tropical compared to today. But don't get comfortable. By Thursday morning, you are back down to the low 30s. Tallahassee, you are at 28 right now. They reported snow flurries yesterday. Snow in Tallahassee. You'll see mid-50s Tuesday, but Thursday morning brings you back to 30. The really interesting thing, and this is where the forecast gets tricky, is what happens Thursday night into Friday. The GFS model and the European model are showing remarkable agreement on another cold shot, but they disagree on the northern extent. The GFS keeps the truly brutal air confined to the southeast. The Euro brings it all the way up through the mid-Atlantic into southern New England. That difference matters tremendously. If the Euro is right, we are talking about another round of record lows from Florida to New York. If the GFS is right, the worst of it stays south of Virginia. We should know more by tomorrow's model runs, so make sure you re-checking back, because this could shift your forecast by 15 to 20 degrees depending on which solution wins out. Let me get specific about what this week looks like city by city, and I am going to cover a lot of ground here, so stay with me. Tampa saw flurries early this morning. Actual snow flurries over Tampa Bay for the first time in 16 years. That Gulf effect snow happens when extremely cold air rushes over the relatively warm Gulf water. You are at 35 right now, heading to 54 today, mid-60s Tuesday, but dropping back to upper 30s Thursday morning. Sarasota, you are at 36. Sarasota police were posting about flurries overnight. You'll reach 56 today, climb to 67 Tuesday, then back down to 40 Thursday morning. West Palm Beach hit 30 degrees this morning, coldest temperature there since 1989, 37 years. That's how rare this air mass is for South Florida. You are climbing to 60 today, near 70 Tuesday, then back to 42 Thursday morning. Fort Lauderdale and Miami both at 36, tying records from 117 years ago. Fort Lauderdale, you will see 62 today, 71 Tuesday, then 45 Thursday morning. Miami, 63 today, 73 Tuesday, dropping to 46 Thursday. Key West, even you are not escaping this. You are at 51 right now, which is exceptionally cold for the Keys. You will make it to 67 today, mid-70s Tuesday, but still only 55 Thursday morning. For Key West, that S cold. Orlando is at 27 right now, colder than Juneau, Alaska. You've got extreme cold warnings in Central Florida. Disney closed Typhoon Lagoon through Tuesday. Universal S Volcano Bay is shut down. Tiana S Bayou Adventure is in T, opening until 11 this morning to let temperatures rise. You are headed to 52 today, 63 Tuesday, back down to 37 Thursday. Pensacola, you are at 25 this morning. Up to 49 today, 58 Tuesday, 35 Thursday morning. Mobile, Alabama, 24 degrees right now. You will reach 47 today, mid-50s Tuesday, then 33 Thursday morning. New Orleans, you're at 26. Still dealing with 15,000 customers without power. You will climb to 49 today, 57 Tuesday, back to 35 Thursday. Baton Rouge at 24, heading to 48 today, 56 Tuesday, 34 Thursday morning. Let me jump up to the Carolinas because you are still digging out. Charleston, you are at 28 this morning after getting snow yesterday, which is wild for a coastal city. You will make it to 49 today, 59 Tuesday, back down to 36 Thursday. Columbia, South Carolina recorded snow accumulation. You at 23 right now, climbing to 44 today, 56 Tuesday, 32 Thursday morning. Greenville, South Carolina, you are at 19. Up to 40 today, low 50s. Tuesday, upper 20s Thursday morning. Charlotte, I already mentioned your 11 inches and your 22-degree current temperature. You will struggle to 43 today, reach 54 Tuesday, then drop back to 29 Thursday. That yo-yo pattern is tough on infrastructure and tough on people. Raleigh at 25 this morning, reaching 47 today, 57 Tuesday, 33 Thursday. Wilmington, you are at 30 right now with all that snow still on the ground near the coast. 49 today, 58 Tuesday, 35 Thursday. Greensboro at 22, climbing to 42 today. 54 Tuesday, back to 30 Thursday morning. Norfolk, Virginia, you are at 28, up to 44 today, 52 Tuesday, 34 Thursday. Richmond at 23, heading to 43 today, 53 Tuesday, 31 Thursday morning. Roanoke, you are in the mountains at 20, climbing to 39 today, low 50s Tuesday, 28 Thursday morning. Now let me talk about the interior southeast and what you are dealing with. Nashville, you are at 21 with 39,000 customers still without power across Tennessee. That is a serious infrastructure problem. You will make it to 40 today, 54 Tuesday, dropping back to 30 Thursday morning. Memphis at 23, reaching 43 today, 52 Tuesday, 32 Thursday. Knoxville at 19, climbing to 41 today, 53 Tuesday, 29 Thursday morning. Chattanooga, 20 degrees right now, up to 42 today, 54 Tuesday, 30 Thursday. Atlanta, you are at 29 after dealing with over 500 flight cancellations yesterday at Hartsfield-Jackson. You all reach 41 today, 58 Tuesday, back down to 33 Thursday. The airport should be mostly recovered by Tuesday, but expect residual delays. Birmingham at 24, heading to 43 today, 55 Tuesday, 33 Thursday morning. Montgomery, Alabama, you are at 26. Up to 46 today, 57 Tuesday, 34 Thursday. Jackson, Mississippi still has 57,000 people without power. That is the highest outage count in the region. You are at 23 degrees right now, climbing to 45 today, 55 Tuesday, 32 Thursday morning. I really hope they get those power crews working faster because another cold shot Thursday is not what you need while dealing with outages. Little Rock, Arkansas at 22, reaching 44 today, 54 Tuesday, 31 Thursday morning. Let me shift to Texas because you were on a different timeline. Houston, you at 33 this morning. You'll make it to 58 today, 69 Tuesday, and you actually stay mild through the end of the week. You're looking at low 50s for Thursday morning, which is significantly warmer than what the Southeast gets. San Antonio at 35, climbing to 63 today, 72 Tuesday, staying near 55 Thursday morning. Austin at 32, up to 61 today, 70 Tuesday, mid-50s Thursday. Dallas-Fort Worth, you are at 28 right now, reaching 54 today, 66 Tuesday, and staying relatively mild with mid-40s Thursday morning. The reason Texas escapes the second cold shot is that high-pressure ridge building over the west is keeping you on the warm side of the pattern. Which brings me to the West Coast and Southwest, where it's actually quite pleasant right now. Los Angeles, you're at 54 this morning, heading to 71 today. You stay in the 70s all week, no cold air for you. Phoenix at 52, climbing to 76 today, staying in the 70s and low 80s through the week. Las Vegas at 47, reaching 70 today, mid to upper 70s through Thursday. That western ridge is locked in place, and this is part of why the east stays so cold. It's a blocking pattern. That ridge forces the jet stream into a deep southward plunge over the eastern two-thirds of the country. The air has nowhere to go. It just sits and stagnates, allowing temperatures to keep dropping day after day. Now let me talk about the Midwest and Great Lakes because you are dealing with this cold too. Plus, you've got lake effect snow in the mix. Chicago, you are at 15 degrees this morning with a wind chill near zero. You'll only make it to 28 today. Tuesday brings you to 34, and Thursday morning you are back down to 17. That's brutal. That is January in Chicago, but it's still brutal. Detroit at 13 with wind chills below zero, climbing to 27 today, 33 Tuesday, dropping to 16 Thursday morning. Cleveland at 17 up to 30 today, 36 Tuesday, back to 19 Thursday. Indianapolis broke a record low this morning. You are at 14 right now, heading to 31 today, 40 Tuesday, 21 Thursday morning. Columbus, Ohio at 16, reaching 32 today, 41 Tuesday, 23 Thursday. Cincinnati at 18, climbing to 35 today, 44 Tuesday, 26 Thursday morning. Pittsburgh is wrapping up its coldest January in over a decade. You are at 19 this morning, up to 32 today, 40 Tuesday, 25 Thursday. Buffalo, you are at 21 with lake effect snow still coming down. You will make it to 31 today, 36 Tuesday, back to 23 Thursday. The lake effect continues through Tuesday before winds shift. Now here is what I promised earlier, the thing nobody's talking about yet. The models are showing a potential storm system developing around February 9th or 10th. That S still 7 to 8 days out, so there is huge uncertainty in the details. But what's interesting is that it happens right as another Arctic blast is diving south. The GFS has this storm tracking across the Tennessee Valley and up the Appalachians. The Euro keeps it further south, more of a Gulf Coast to southeast track. The difference between those solutions is massive. One brings snow to Kentucky and Tennessee, the other brings it to Alabama and Georgia. We want to know which is right for another couple of days. But if, and this is a big if that storm develops and if the cold air arrives at the right time, we could be looking at another significant winter storm for the South. I am not forecasting that definitively. I am telling you to watch for it. Check back tomorrow because the models will have another day of data to work with. Let me cover the Northeast quickly because you are cold too, though you are more accustomed to it than Florida. Boston, you are at 22 this morning, reaching 35 today, 41 Tuesday, back to 26 Thursday. New York City at 26, climbing to 38 today, 46 Tuesday, 30 Thursday morning. Philadelphia at 24, up to 37 today, 45 Tuesday, 29 Thursday. Washington, D.C. at 26, reaching 41 today, 50 Tuesday, 32 Thursday morning. Hartford, Connecticut at 20, making it to 33 today, 40 Tuesday, 24 Thursday. Providence, Rhode Island at 23, climbing to 36 today, 42 Tuesday, 27 Thursday morning. Portland, Maine, you are at 18, up to 32 today, 38 Tuesday, 23 Thursday. The Arctic oscillation is negative, and it is staying negative through at least February 12th. That means the polar vortex stays disrupted. That means the cold air has a pathway straight from the Arctic into the eastern United States. That means this pattern isn't breaking anytime soon. We might get brief moderations like Tuesday into Wednesday. But they not sustained warmth. They temporary reprieves before the next cold shot arrives. The North Atlantic oscillation is also negative. That Greenland block I mentioned earlier is acting like a dam. Storms and cold air can progress eastward like they normally would. Everything backs up over the eastern U.S. This is the kind of pattern that can persist for weeks, not days. Now, the part where I have to be honest with you. Long-range forecasting is hard. These patterns can shift. What looks locked in today can change by tomorrow. The models 7 or 8 days out have significant uncertainty. That storm system I mentioned for February 9th or 10th, it might not even develop. Or it might develop but track completely differently than current models show. But what I can tell you with confidence is that the cold air is real. It's here and it's not leaving quickly. The overall pattern supports continued below normal temperatures for the eastern two-thirds of the country through at least the middle of February. Let me hit a few more cities I haven't covered yet. Louisville, Kentucky, URI at 20 right now, climbing to 37 today, 47 Tuesday, 27 Thursday morning. Lexington at 19, up to 36 today, 48 Tuesday, 26 Thursday. Charleston, West Virginia at 21, reaching 35 today, 44 Tuesday, 28 Thursday morning. Huntington at 22, climbing to 38 today, 46 Tuesday, 29 Thursday. Asheville, North Carolina in the mountains got significant snow. You are at 17 this morning, up to 37 today, 49 Tuesday, 27 Thursday. Myrtle Beach, I mentioned you're 8 inches earlier. You're at 31 right now, heading to 49 today, 57 Tuesday, 35 Thursday morning. Savannah, Georgia at 30, climbing to 51 today, 60 Tuesday, 36 Thursday. Augusta at 27, up to 48 today, 58 Tuesday, 34 Thursday morning. Macon at 26, reaching 47 today, 58 Tuesday, 33 Thursday. Valdosta at 29, climbing to 52 today, 62 Tuesday, 37 Thursday morning. Dothan, Alabama at 27, up to 49 today, 58 Tuesday, 35 Thursday. Tallahassee, I already mentioned your snow flurries. You are at 28, reaching 53 today, 63 Tuesday, 37 Thursday morning. Gainesville, Florida at 29, climbing to 55 today, 66 Tuesday, 39 Thursday. Daytona Beach at 34, up to 58 today, 67 Tuesday, 41 Thursday morning. Lakeland at 32, reaching 57 today, 68 Tuesday, 40 Thursday. Naples at 41, climbing to 64 today, 72 Tuesday, 50 Thursday morning. The pattern through Tuesday is straightforward. Cold morning, modest afternoon warming, cold again the next morning. But that reinforcing cold shot Thursday changes things. It could set up another round of record lows depending on exactly where the coldest air sets up. And this is why you need to drop your location in the comments. I want to give you specific guidance tomorrow once I see the overnight model runs. The models will have better clarity on Thursday's cold shot, better clarity on that potential storm system next week, and I can give you information tailored to your exact area. Here is what I am watching for tomorrow's forecast. First, does the European model keep that colder solution for Thursday, or does it trend toward the GFS? Second, do the models continue showing storm potential around February 9th and 10th, or does that disappear? Third, where does the snow band set up if we do get that clipper this weekend crossing the Great Lakes? Because yes, there's also a clipper coming through this weekend. Friday night into Saturday, that S not in doubt. What S in doubt is how much moisture it has and exactly where it tracks. Current thinking is 2 to 4 inches for portions of the Midwest, maybe pushing into the interior Northeast. But clippers are notoriously difficult to forecast more than 48 hours out. They refast-moving, moisture-starved systems that can overperform or underperform dramatically. Let me give you the 7-day outlook for a few key cities so you can plan. Atlanta, your next 7 days look like this. Today, 41 degrees high, Tuesday 58, Wednesday 56, Thursday 44 with that cold front moving through, Friday 48, Saturday 51, Sunday 54. So you do eventually trend warmer, but it takes until next weekend. Charlotte, today 43, Tuesday 54, Wednesday 53, Thursday 46, Friday 43, Saturday 46, Sunday 49. You stay cooler longer because you further north and you've got all that snow cover reflecting sunlight and keeping temperatures down. Miami, today 63, Tuesday 73, Wednesday 76, Thursday 68, Friday 71, Saturday 74, Sunday 76. You recover nicely after Thursday's cold shot and get back to normal by next weekend. Chicago, today 28, Tuesday 34, Wednesday 36, Thursday 32, Friday 29, Saturday 32, Sunday 34. You are stuck in the freezer for another week. No significant warmth coming. New York, today 38, Tuesday 46, Wednesday 48, Thursday 44, Friday 40, Saturday 42, Sunday 45. Gradual improvement, but still well below normal for early February. The thing to remember is that even when temperatures moderate, we not talking about warm. We talking about less cold. Normal high for Atlanta in early February is 54. You'll be near that next weekend, but getting there requires making it through another cold shot Thursday. One more thing I want to address. Power outages. Mississippi still has 57,000 customers without power. Florida's numbers jumped to over 33,000 this morning. Orlando Utilities Commission is asking people to conserve power due to extreme demand. When you get these extended cold snaps in areas not built for it, the infrastructure struggles. Natural gas demand spikes. Heating systems run continuously. People use space heaters, which overload circuits. And if power goes out when it's this cold, it becomes dangerous quickly. If you're in an affected area, have a plan. Know where warming centers are. Have flashlights and batteries. Don't use generators indoors. If you have to use space heaters, keep them away from anything flammable and don't overload outlets. This isn't fear-mongering. This is preparation. All right, let me wrap this up. Today is Sunday, February 2nd, 2026. We are dealing with historic cold across the eastern United States. A nor'easter just bombed out off the coast after dumping record snow on the Carolinas. Over 15,000 flight disruptions. Tens of thousands without power. Record low temperatures from Indiana to Florida. This week brings a brief moderation Tuesday and Wednesday, followed by another cold shot Thursday. There's a potential clipper this weekend that could bring more snow to the Midwest and Great Lakes. And there's a possible storm system developing for the second week of February that could bring more winter weather to the south, but that's still too far out to forecast with confidence. The pattern stays cold through at least mid-February. The Arctic oscillation is negative. The North Atlantic oscillation is negative. We've got blocking in place that's keeping the cold air locked over the eastern U.S. Brief warm-ups will happen, but they want to last. I'll have another video tomorrow morning with updated forecasts. The models will have new data overnight. We'll have better clarity on Thursday's cold shot, better clarity on that weekend clipper, and I can start giving you more specific information about next week's potential storm. So drop your location in the comments right now. Tell me what you're dealing with. Let me know how much snow you got, how cold it is, whether you have power. Tomorrow I'll address as many of your specific situations as I can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I know this weather is exhausting, especially if you're in the South and not used to dealing with this kind of cold. Hang in there, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with your updated forecast.